Like, if I can top deck Ice Shard, Teemo, the most useless one! Because he's already leveled up, so you can't get any more shrooms in the deck. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel again with another deck. This deck, the Howling Control deck. I actually came across this deck when I was playing live on stream. Literally the opponent had, I saw them playing something similar to this. I was like, oh my god, I need to make that deck because it was just so funny and so good. It is basically a control deck with no champions, where our whole plan is to use Howling Abyss and get all of our champions off of those level 2 champions. So the rest of this deck is literally just the control elements in there, and I've actually included Icequake, because I feel like Icequake is actually quite a nice control element at this moment in time, of doing free damage to everything but also taking their power down as well. So that's the reason why this is in here. We've got like Vengeances, Grasp of the Undying, Avalanches, of course, all of that stuff, and then Hapless Aristocrat just because it's a nice little blocker, as well as the draw that can come from the Sentry. Kindly Tavern Keeper in there for those heals, and I've got a couple of Spirit Leeches in there just for a little bit of draw that obviously you can get off of the aforementioned, or even off of the spider that you get off of Vile Feast, as well as obviously that can become your Glimpse from Beyond target. But the idea is you want to be trying to mulligan to get Howling Abyss in your hands, to know that can drop on turn 6. Its buff of going from 7 to 6, it makes it so much more playable, and that ability of getting those champions out, start kicking some ass, and then if worse comes to the worst, harrowing to bring back those champions if they died along the way, or even just to bring back those sentries, or all the other things whereby you've just died this game, so you can defend yourself on the board and then get a lot of draw if it was sentries that died as well, so to try and get yourself back to that Howling Abyss. Really funny matchups. The ability of the control is really nice right now, especially with a lot of people playing Pyke Rek'Sai. A lot of those units have got very small health pools, and so the ability to just be able to smack them down, or even just Vengeance Pyke or Rek'Sai, is so good right now in terms of just dealing with that. So that's the reason why this deck actually did okay when I was streaming live. I only got a few games of it, but it did really well. So all the games that you will be seeing were streamed live. So as I said, shameless plug time. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember, you can always catch me over there on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You want to come catch the action live, as well as the Discord link is down there. If you want to get in there, join the lovely Discord community that we're making. And if you've got any deck ideas or questions, it's always a nice place to go, because there's always people on there who are willing to help. So if you want to get involved in that, please feel free to, as well as you can just comment down below, as well as if you run this deck, let me know how it goes for you, as well as you make any changes to this deck. I'd love to know what you would change. So and if you enjoy any of the footage, why not consider hitting that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. But do not feel forced. These are just the options. I just want to let you know that I've got my end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers. So if you want to help out with that, please feel free to. But as I said, do not feel forced. Anyway, let's get in and get to see how this deck did in a couple of matchups. We've got a lot of control elements, so hopefully we might be able to theoretically. I definitely want to keep Avalanche here. I want to keep those heals and draw. But yeah, Avalanche or Ice, you might end up being a really funny spell in the future if they build up some things. But okay. No luck yet. We've seen turn 1 and we've seen turn 2 and we've seen no action. So now, throw down you, because you might as well get some attack out of you before the inevitable death. Okay. Vile Feast. So you can trade with this, that's fine. I feel like I want to leave this. I want to see if they go again. So yeah, that's fine. Could consider Kindly Tavern Keeper, but I'm not really healing anything right now. I could actually go for the Vile Feast as well. So, go for the Vile Feast option. It's going to be okay. Feeling to myself, Blighted Ravine. We just have to get to what we need. It's getting to the point of what we need. That's what we're after. We've still got an Avalanche. We've got this. Throw down the ravines if needed. Hope that they just lose all of their resource. That's going to be the hope. Okay. Throw this down. And we will actually go with Yeah, we're going. Actually, I guess we do have ice shards in the deck as well. So getting rid of the one, like getting this one's health stat down to 1, just means that if we've got ice shard, like if we top deck ice shard, there's that option. There we go. That's what I'm talking about in terms of like, so we don't just have to go with the slow speed stuff. Is what my point is here. So could throw down Blighted Ravine, but I feel like I do that on my attack turn rather than on theirs. So want to wait and see what they go with. They go with nothing right now. Okay. Throw down you.
What's that noise?
Because we just want development out of them. Because that deck normally just throws everything out, but they're being very cautious because they know that they're in like a kind of like control setup. So I'm willing to wait because I know yet again I've got Ice Shard. So that's the reason why. Willing to wait on them, as well as I know I said I've got Avalanche, and I also have Ice Quake if needed.
We can always rely on you to
So,
keep us safe.
Big part of me is just considering Sonic. We go balls to the walls. Balls to the walls. I still have a defense with the Spiderling. So get rid of some of these lurkers. Leave myself the option for Blighted Ravine if I want it. There's Rek'Sai, which sadly I don't have the ability to kill Rek'Sai. Like even if I like the thing that I would have had would have been Vengeance, but I don't have Vengeance right now. Could obviously Frostbite, like her. That the option for that is still here, but it's not really doing too much for me at this moment in time. Okay, I can wait.
See what I've learned?
So, feel like I might as well do this. Take the damage in here, or I could go for the Ice Shard, as I say. Sod it. We'll take it. Take the damage. Convince myself that I'm fine with that. Okay. Mostly because I know that I've got Tiny Tavern Keeper, and also Grasp of the Undying.
Where are you?
So they want to wait this out. There's such a weighty game that they're going for here, which is such a surprise because normally like I'm so used to seeing this deck just going like all out on its attack strategies. So okay,
what will you have?
let's go with you. So, yet again, we do have the ability of considering throwing out this out, just so it kills this, gets this attack stat, or gets this health stat down. We do have Ice Quake in the future. We have also got, like, you know, these maneuvers, so I don't actually mind going for this. I know that they're going to, like, potentially do, like, big development, so I might end up regretting using all of these, because what they haven't been doing is like they haven't been throwing too much out, so they've been like kind of keeping it at bay. There's the Vengeance move. So predicts it's gonna be okay, people. It's gonna be okay. They go for the predicting. I've got Ice Shards. I've got all the things. We play the weighty game. I'm gonna end up wishing that I kept that Avalanche back. Okay. I can throw you down. I wouldn't be able to throw down Vengeance. So. Still willing to wait and see how they develop. Because if they developed enough, Ice Quake just would have been like a really good move. So.
Let's talk about your town.
Let's think about this now. I can still throw down. What do I want to go with?
Let's talk about your town.
I could go with the freeze on top of this, but part of me really wants to throw down the freeze on Rek'Sai if I get the chance. Like, depends obviously. Sonic. I feel like Sonic. We go with the freeze here.
Let's talk about your
Go with the freeze. Take 2 damage. Throw down Blighted Ravine, which then just means that we should be like clearing bald. Clear bald state. We still need to, this is now the part where we need to be trying to find this abyss. Like, we've got into the part of the game whereby this is the problem with this deck, is why I need more draw or something, because it is now the problem of not finding the abyss that you're after. So, They throw down this. I'm willing to throw down a vengeance on top of you. Because I know that I've got another vengeance. Okay. Throw down you. Know that we're clearing our opponent's side of the board. Okay. More vengeances. Just need to find those Abyss. I've got an Ice Shard that can deal with that. Okay. Ice Shard and Grasp. Now we're getting to the point where it's harder to deal with all of this. I mean, technically, I guess I could throw down, I could throw down, Icequake. Still opens up the ability of this. I might end up regretting this, because you know for a fact this is now going to be the time they throw down Rek'Sai. So, we'll go with you. And now we see Rek'Sai drop. Or not, okay, right, so. But they are getting more lurkers. They are getting more lurkers. Which I don't have the defense for right now. Slowly but surely, they are doing the damage. I just need to find my Abyss. There you go. Ha the cards, Yugi. Ha the cards. And now it becomes a survival game. So I do have the ability to vengeance you. So I feel like I go with that. Or do I want to go with this move, keeping myself with more mana for next turn, knowing that I've got the ability to vengeance if it's needed. We'll go with knowing that I have the ability to vengeance if it's needed, because this one can't get spell shield. Callista, not who I was after, but okay. So now this becomes a very interesting see what happens kind of game. Potentially that's like, we haven't actually seen Pyke once, I don't think. Like, from what I remember, we've not seen Pyke, so I expect to see Pyke at some point in the near future. I can still throw down Callista and throw down Glimpse on top of Callista. So, not ideal, but okay. Okay, we've got to. Now this is when we the payoff. This is when we believe. Katarina, not the one who I need, but okay, I'm just going to immediately go forward here because we want to be trying to now force down our opponent. So, boom. That goes in like this. When I'm summoned, rally. Okay. So, I could let you die because theoretically, like, you know, if we rally, you don't get your ability, like, again. So, I can actually accept her death. Because I feel like, rally! Now it's time! Now it's time for the rallies! No one expects! Okay. And I do have the ability to go again. Aha! No one expects! We go again! So. I have got an Ice Shard and I've got a Vengeance. Ice Shard and a Rallying Soul! Right. Now this is where it becomes like we've got a heal, Rallying Soul, like straight up removals. I feel like I go with the immediate removal. Like as much as he wants this to save this for like Pyke or what's her face, like I feel like I go with this. Just kill it. Throw down Katarina. With the knowledge that I've got Glimpse. That's what I'm telling myself is the knowledge here, that we know that we've got Glimpse. So I'll take that to throw you forward. Get my opponent potentially down to 2. This could be, yep, so they throw down you, which if I use this, so it still summons Pyke, because it says summon Pyke striking, so I didn't know whether or not if you remove the striking target, it does not matter. Okay. So I do still have the ability, like, potentially, I thought, like, that was not actually the plan. I thought I put Ruination in. Turns out I put Heroin in. But that might actually be quite good for me. It was not the plan, but it might become the plan. So, this is actually a really nice thing to get rid of Pyke anyway. So, I'm thinking to myself, what I want to do here is we need to like play smart. So, play the smart game, which is what we're trying, which is what we're trying to do here. Which is the try to remove their options. Try to remove their options through this. So they still live. Only just. We do have this ability. Just because I feel like that puts this in Ice Shard territory now. We do also have like the ability to kill, but I feel like we've actually gained control of the situation. This was not actually the like I thought I put Ruination in the deck, but that actually weirdly has got a nice move in here as well. There's Rek'Sai. We have like removed a lot of our options. Like, why is my mind telling me to use this? I don't actually think that stops because she's going to be going up by 2 anyway, so if we take her down by 3 to 8, then she's still going to level up anyway. What we can do is still throw down... So I'm thinking to myself, do I want to throw down Harrowing just to send them a message? I do want to change this to Ruination. But I could still throw down... If only I had the mana for this as well. If I had the mana for this, then I could also use it and actually kill Rek'Sai. Okay. So, I feel that I'm going to need... The important thing to remember is that we need to kill Pyke, because if we let Pyke go through, he does just kill everyone. So, I am actually going to go with this move. Because even though they still get that level up, I'm trying to think if they put Pyke first. I guess we did have the ability of killing Pyke with Grasp. So maybe I should have just gone with just like, you know, leaving it be. So I might end up regretting the decisions that have been made here. Especially considering the fact that I'm basically putting myself down. And all it takes is the Lurker with free attack. Like... All it takes is that free attack, and I'm dead. So, potentially, I've given myself problems.
I'm ready to shine.
Taric can make people invincible. It's not what I need to see. Obviously, like, you need to remember as well, the chances of... We do have leveled up Pyke as well, but our Pyke is not as dangerous as their Pyke. I really want to throw down Aurelian Soul. But Aurelian Soul does mean that it locks me out of healing move if I need the heals, which I might. So I could throw down you with the fact that like literally which I do have the overwhelming here, or sod it. We're going with the Harrowing move. We're going with the Harrowing move and go wide. This is the plan. This is the new plan. We could have actually gone forward with Taric. So, maybe what the plan should have been is go forward with Taric first. Because Taric would have, like, if it then, like, letting him die would have been fine. Let's go like this. Make you immortal for the round. Like, they have got all the overwhelms. But we should hopefully be wide on them with enough data. Like, we might still do this. As stupid as this is. Looks like we might still have this. Control with Howling Abyss for the win. Okay, no, actually no, because I forgot that what's her face. She did kills that. It's okay. I've made mistakes, but we've still got this. With the right moves, we might still be able to get through this alive. Not well, but as long as we remove the overwhelm, we might be able to get through this. So, because we've got predict, that's fine. Because right now I need, as long as I'm like stopping everything, which, so We throw down this, which is going to be killing both of these 2 units. We need to make sure that, like, before that happens, we are throwing in this. And then we need to make sure that we are defending that last point. And so Kallista's going to die anyway because she's ephemeral. This works! This works! So, removing everything on my opponent's side, and then even the cheeky heal off of the Tavern Keeper. Like, there's so many different misplays that I did, but at the same point, so many glorious plays here against what is the big boy deck, like, of the new champion. So, see what we can get. I mean, do we want to throw him forward just because he's got I mean, yes. Yes. I definitely, yes, by all means. I would love to throw forward the big hut. Like, that's a big boy Nasus is what that is. That's fine. We can lose Taric. I can deal with losing Taric. I mean, that does mean that is the level up. Actually, it's not. That's not even the level up. I legitimately thought that they had leveled Pyke up. But even then, he wouldn't have been able to kill Nasus. He would have had to have sacrificed themselves for Nasus, and we could have developed a little bit more. Shadow mode to my opponent. When you see a deck like this, like, that's like too funny, you've got to play it, right? So there's my, like, the knowledge of knowing that I've got. Boo, 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 boo. Indeed, Tommy. How are you doing? A true fairly Orlean welcome. Thank you so much for the hype noise, but also thank you to the follow as well from I'm gonna get this name terribly wrong. So Destructor. Okay. The knowledge of that, like, that's the one problem of this deck. If you don't start, I guess it's kind of like a Fiora deck in that if I don't start off with it, I feel so much pressure. But knowing that it's in hand, it does actually take the weight off, like, considerably. Like, you do feel so much better when you know I can drop this on turn 6. Like, all the rest of my stuff is all about control, but as long as I'm dropping that on turn 6, I feel fine. Predicts ahoy, like, predicts are everywhere, like, it's fine. We've got Vile Feast. We can sacrifice the Sentry. Double Vile Feast now. So, like, potentially this could help us against Ekko. Okay, I want to feel like we kill this. I could actually go for draw, but another part of me is thinking keep the spell mana. We're gonna be losing everything on our side of the board anyway, so I might as well get some value off of it. Let's get some value off of the spider because you can still trade with the clock. So it just leaves that option open. We definitely kind of would be throwing down this Blighted Ravine. I honestly hope that my opponent develops, like, I'm almost willing to pass to see if my opponent develops Ekko. Go on, do it. Coward! But I might as well throw down the Blighted Ravine anyway. Getting down the clock, and also they have leveled up Zilean. Zilean is leveled. This is now scary times. You rarely see Zilean level. Here he comes. Let's go. This is fine. It's absolutely fine. I can convince myself that this is going to be okay. Next turn, I'm playing Howling Abyss. So that is all the knowledge that I need in my life to know that every little thing is going to be okay. I could throw down Avalanche, but I still will be taking 6 damage. I've only had 1 extra point of mana, so I can Vile Feast down Zilean. I can Vile Feast, so I guess we go for the Vile Feast on top of you, so that we can defend with that. So it just means that if they throw this board, I admit that they could have Mystic Shot and kill this, but I would accept. Could actually go for doing the damage into Zilean, so that, like, it just means that Zilean's easier to kill, but gonna be throwing down my Howling Abyss. Like, that is, I feel like there is no doubt in my mind this is the move that happens here. So throw this down. Knowledge that is out makes me feel so much more nicer. We've got Icequake, we've got Avalanche, and we've got Blighted Ravine that can potentially save me. They are all slow speed, but The options for them are here. My opponent is obviously immediately going to go for an open. I do have a grasp, which is going to be quite nice. Like, if I can top deck Ice Shard, Teemo, the most useless one! Because he's already leveled up, so you can't get any more shrooms in the deck. So I get Teemo, the most useless champion for me at this moment in time. Let's go, killing Ekko. Kill Ekko. Throw down, like we already know they've got another copy of Ekko, which is obviously fleeting because of this. Okay, throw down this, and I feel like we tried to stunt development by throwing down, because obviously we could throw down what's his face, the Avalanche, but I feel like this is like one of those things whereby I guess actually we kind of wanted them to play Ekko, but it's fine. Anything that they're playing whereby we know at least death is coming is okay. Save the mana. Got heals to my core. Potentially killing in the future. It's fine. They got a lot of draw. It's okay, everyone. How dare you? Excuse me? Did you say Teemo? No. Sorry. I meant Teemo's useless off of Howling Abyss. Teemo is not useless. Teemo is a magnificent champion in a deck where you're playing Teemo. Teemo is useless from Howling Abyss because his Nexus Strike, there's no shrooms in their deck. And he doesn't add any more shrooms. That is the point that I was trying to make. Like, in terms of out of the Howling Abyss, he is the most useless champion I could have got. But Teemo in the right deck is amazing. I'm not gonna say that he's not. He is. He's amazing. He's amazing champion. Okay. We could throw down Avalanche. So Avalanche just gets rid of that Zilean that's on the board at this moment in time. Obviously, they could have, they could have other things that could help, but I feel that we do this now. See how they react. We know that they're one Ekko down, so they might throw down another Ekko. But yes, so throw this down. I guess we throw Leona down. Grasp of the Undying does kill Ekko, so I do have that knowledge. Okay.
Our courage will never fade.
I know that I should have played her on Daybreak to get the stun, but it's okay. I mean, I guess I said that Teemo was useless in terms of this, but at least he might be able to provide the little elusive attack that no one expects. But I do need to also consider mana-wise. So, winky face. Winky face. Why are you winking at me? Okay. The knowledge of Ice Shard, like, I definitely need... So, I've doubled their shrooms of nothingness. Ice Shard, necessary. Necessary, it will kill Teemo, but at the same point, it removes everything from my opponent's side of the board. Let's see who we get. So, rallies. Rally maneuvers. Go and play Ekko. You know you want to, secretly. Go and play Ekko. Ah, oh, coward. The coward's choice. So. Feel that.
I will protect you.
We'll go with this. These maneuvers. Still keep this option open. Actually, I've got a Katarina move that I can actually just like do now. I guess just immediately go forward. Go forward, Katarina. We can heal our core as well, which is like, you know, like not to be sniffed at. And I'd rather do that. Keep the tempo, knowing that they have put in. I think, did they use one of these or did they not use one of these? I can't even remember right now. Like the fact that they could have like units which could come forward. That's okay. That's okay. There's no point in me playing these because they're just gonna die. Leona still lives. Come on, give me Aurelian Soul. Aurelian Soul, come to me now! Please! Howling Abyss, work with me. Work with me, Howling Abyss. Do what I need you to do. Give me Aurelian Soul. Make me feel glory from that point. Go on, do it. Do it. You know you want to. Secretly. Okay. So much. So many things. So many points. It's okay. We've got Sentry, all this. Ice Shard is still... Oh, wait, so Fiora... Leveled up Fiora which doesn't really do anything for me, especially against P and Z. Doesn't really do anything for me. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm going to throw down you. And see the Demacian border from here. I mean, I could take like a lot of... So, all that tells me is that all of these are going to die. Like, both of these are going to die anyway to this. So, we might as well throw these forward. Because they're all going to die anyway, so... What? What? No! No, 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 no. You come back here. You come back to me and you face me like a man. Shed emote to my opponent, though. Like, literally, because things have just started to work out quite nicely. I can understand, like, because it feels so powerful as well. So it is understandable why people are going for it. I'm actually going to keep Grasp. Part of me's actually thinking about keeping Kylie Tavern Keeper, but I don't feel safe until I know that I've hit my Abyss. Even though my Abyss didn't save me last turn, I don't feel safe until my Abyss is in my hands. And I know that it's in my hands. So I can throw down the Sentry. Throw down the Sentry. Gives me that nice little feeling as well. I've not actually started off as good this time, but to be fair, I thought I started off good last time and it didn't end up going too well for me. Okay. Except, throw down you. Okay. So we know that they're going to be getting the free attack and they're definitely going to be using the free attack. You're quite a nice card to have because it does mean that becomes a stall tactic. So, we'll wait. I was not sure whether or not they were going to use that free attack or not. Okay. They opted not to, but that does just mean that now I've got a Blighted Ravine move, which, if they develop enough... Of course, Rek'Sai! Okay. I can't actually... Can I kill Rek'Sai? I can potentially kill Rek'Sai with Vile Feast and this by putting the Sentry in the way. So, they could obviously have the buff spell. Okay. We'll throw you in the way of this. Ready the torches. And... that could be her dead, unless they've got a buff spell, which they could do, and I might end up regretting using these removals if there is the Shurima buff spell, which would give them 1-1 right now. But that's the plan. Let's try to remove one Rek'Sai. Removing one problem at a time. We also get a bit of draw going for us as well. If anyone has tried Pyke, just play, or tired of Pyke, just try Shen. Because obviously it gives the barriers, yeah, I can get why that's actually a nice deck to use. It's obviously like Shen Jarvan, as you say. Especially with Jarvan's buff now, that deck, because that deck was actually doing okay beforehand. But the fact that there's now that buff in as well, that makes that deck even more, like really nice to use. Okay. Find me my Abyss. Find me my Abyss. The Abyss is what I need. The Abyss is where I need to be. Okay. Yet again, I want to see if my opponent develops. Because if my opponent develops, then it opens up. It opens up the chance for throwing down. So if they throw you down, I can throw a spider on top of this, and it does mean that I can Vile Feast. I can Vile Feast this and then use like Ice Shard on the other. So that's why I just want to wait and see. I just want to see if they developed again for Blighted, just to like make that little bit more sense to me. But technically still, I can still use Vile. Okay. I wish I had Avalanche right now in my hand, because Avalanche would have just been like, you know, such a nice little counter move here. I can still use Ice Shot, so we can use, wait, no, we want to use Vile Feast first. Going, like, with Ice Shot so that we still get the spider and we trade. That's the plan. That's the plan we want to go with, so that we still get to keep the spider so we can throw down on top of this, because obviously it happens the other way round. You summon the spider and kill the spider. So, do this. Still keeping my options open for Blighted Ravine. Like, if they were to develop, like, a way that I was like, okay, I can at least counter that and kill. I was like, if I'm using this, I actually want, like, a few more units on the board that makes it make a little bit more sense to me. So, don't really want to use you. I could use you, but I don't really want to use you. So. Means that I can throw this down. Although, like, you know, I am opening up. Like, they're starting to get their stuff to, like, a really nice level. And the problem is, like, I can heal myself, but I need my Howling Abyss. Like, it's by this turn, I would have really wanted to have had Howling Abyss, like, out, like, by now. So the fact that I've not found it is, it's now kind of crippling, but at the same point, we have to hope. 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 So, get a little bit of draw. Get a little bit of draw, trade draw. Or potentially if they get a buff, then it's no longer trade, but... Oh, is this going to be old Pyke himself? Does Pyke come out? How would that work, by the way? Because obviously, it's summon Pyke strike and he, or Pyke summon... Okay, yeah, I feel like he just would kill. I was going to say, like, how does he put him in front of him? But, okay. We go forward because we want to, like... I don't mind doing that trade, like, so they have no lurkers on the board right now. Throw you on you. We've still got the ability of using Grasp. Of course now Pyke comes out. Okay. I do still have the ability of using Grasp, so... We've got a Spider who can go in front of this one and grasp down Pyke. So, those options are there. I would love to use you to draw. I would love to use your corpse for drawing purposes. Okay. Throw down these moves. See it again. If we had Abyss, if we had Abyss right now, we'd be having options. Okay. My opponent's getting that draw. I could go with Harrowing and go wide on my opponent, but I haven't exactly, like, got... This! Here we go, finally! I mean, I say finally, but at the same point, I throw down the Abyss. If they use the free attack unit, that's also a thing, but... We're going throwing down the Abyss. I would have loved to throw it down on their turn, because it just feels nice to throw it down on their turn, because then you go into your attack turn, and you play something, but... I've got to go with the moves as they present themselves, sadly. Okay. I've got a Vengeance. I've got a Harrow... Like, if they develop, we've got a Harrowing move that we could use next turn. Now, the hope that we pay dividends on the Abyss. The Abyss must pay dividends! So, we can summon... We can get more... Like, that's actually not bad. We can summon another Abyss. So... As stupid... Actually, or do we want to go... Throw down this. If they throw down Pyke, I think that Pyke is actually going to be quite near his level up. Potentially we leave this at the moment just to see how they play. Okay. Throw somebody back in. Somebody back in the top. So... The move of Harrowing is seeming a better move right now. They could have Rite of Negation. But honestly, Harrowing is actually seeming like an okay move right now. Because, like, although I'm not getting back what I want, I do have some draw units in there. And I still have got things which can trade. So, that's the reason why we do this. Is because it kind of, like, makes them think, oh crap, I don't want to go forward into that. But I have just put something at the top of my deck that is probably going to be a lurker. So I do want to get the stats. But I don't want to go into that. But stats. But I don't want to go in. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bamboozle them. So. That's fine because I can still play you on top of this. Like, and then I can even for like draw on draw on draw. This has become the refill Gomez's hand move. Refill my ability to potentially find counterplay. Okay. So. Come, Howling Abyss. Give me, 5. That's 5 damage in on my opponent. That is 5, I mean, and also, this is not a bad move either. like, straight up wiping their board right now. It is not a bad move. I could wait for a development, but I feel like we go with this right now. Wipe their side of the board. Okay. Pyke obviously can still come out if they've got a Pyke on that attack, which they could do. So, is it weird that I expect Pyke? I expect Pyke and I'm scared. So, as much as he wants to play the cards that I want to play, I also feel like the smarter move, like, the smarter move is to develop up, like, in a different way, because what you need to remember is their resources are currently down. Or do I just want to go with the moves that will make me happy? We're going with the moves that will make me happy. Sword Pyke as he comes out and goes. I mean, Pyke comes out right now, doesn't he? He doesn't. I mean, he can still come out. I mean, I don't know why positioning matters to me here. But okay, now the decisions are yours. If Pyke comes out, we do have vengeances. We've got double Abyss. This is feeling nice against this deck. Like, we've controlled ourselves. We're on 20 health. I mean, Sivir is a nice card, and so is... Ooh, Callista. All the girls coming to me today. So, throw down Vengeance. That's fine. Like, I could even... Like, I know that I've got a Frostbite, so I could even accept that. Still keep my Vengeance option open as well as the Frostbite. So, I feel that we Frostbite... Actually, no, I'll do straight up this Vengeance this unit while we can. Sod it. Sod it. I'll go for the Vengeance on top of this unit. I know that they could still have Pyke, and they could level him up and then trade up all of my board. Like, that option is there. Okay, so they're going to get the level up on top of Rek'Sai, which is not good. Not good, but at the same point, I do have, like, okay stuff. Especially, like, Vi is going to be crucial in this, like, smashing into their core. Like, Vi next turn, going in, like, admittedly, they're doing a big chunk of overwhelm damage on me right now. But I can accept that massive amount of overwhelm damage. I could even, like, consider keeping Tally alive, but I feel like we absorb some of that at massive points of damage that I would be taking. We want to go with Kylie Tavern Keep because we do still want to go the long way route. Actually, no. If we throw down Vi and know that we've got a freeze. Lee Sin as well. I mean, I'm starting to get some really nice options.
One girl wrecking crew.
Throw down Vi at the moment. Obviously, Pyke could come out. That Pyke could come out. But it's fine. So I feel like we are heading in. Like, admittedly, I said, like, there are counter moves. They just leave it! I legitimately thought that they were gonna, like, you know, put this in front of here and do... But Shenamite, don't forget that Vi's punch does 5 damage to the enemy Nexus, regardless of trade. Shenamite to my opponent. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.